So yes, welcome to Coders Place YouTube channel. In this video we will discuss some important question of JavaScript. So let's get started. Question 1. What are the differences between Java and JavaScript? Answer. JavaScript is a client-side scripting language and Java is object-oriented programming language. Both of them are totally different from each other. JavaScript, it is a light-weighted programming language, scripting language, and used to develop interactive web pages. It can insert dynamic text into HTML element. JavaScript is also known as the browser's language. Java is one of the most popular and widely used programming language. It is an object-oriented programming language and has a virtual machine platform that allows you to create compiled programs that run on nearly every platform. Java promised, write once, run anywhere. Question 2. What are JavaScript data types? Answer. There are three major data types in JavaScript. 1. Primitive, it has following data types: numbers, strings and Boolean. 2. Trivial, it has following data types: null and undefined. 3. Composite, it has following data types: objects, functions and arrays. Question 3. Which symbol is used for comments in JavaScript? Answer. Comments are used to prevent the execution of statements. Comments are ignored while the compiler executes the code. There are two types of symbols used to represent comment in JavaScript. // it is known as single-line comment. / with asterisk, it is known as multi-line comment. Question 4. What would be the result of 3 plus 2 plus 7? Answer. Here 3 and 2 behave like an integer and 7 behaves like a string. So 3 plus 2 will 5. Then the output will be 5 plus 7 equals 57. Question 5. What is the use of isNaN function? Answer. The number.isNaN function in JavaScript is used to determine whether the passed value is nan, not a number, and is of the type number. In JavaScript, the value nan is considered a type of number. It returns true if the argument is not a number, else it returns false. Question 6. Which company developed JavaScript? Answer. Netscape developed the JavaScript and created by Brendan Eich in the year of 1995. Question 7. Which is faster in JavaScript and ASP-script? Answer. The JavaScript is faster compared to ASP-script because JavaScript is a client-side scripting language and does not depend on the server to execute it, but the ASP-script is a server-side scripting language always dependable on the server. Question 8. What is negative infinity? Answer. The negative infinity in JavaScript is a constant value that is used to represent the lowest available value. It means that no other number is lesser than this value. It can be generated using a self-made function or by an arithmetic operation. JavaScript shows the negative_infinity value as infinity. Question 9. Is it possible to break JavaScript code into several lines? Answer. Yes, it is possible to break the JavaScript code into several lines in string statement. It can be break by using the \\. Question 10. What are undeclared and undefined variables? Answer. Undefined, it occurs when a variable has been declared but has not been assigned with any value. Undefined is not a keyword. Undeclared, it occurs when we try to access any variable which is not initialized or declared earlier using var or const keyword. If we use typeof operator to get the value of an undeclared variable, we will face the runtime error with return value as undefined. The scope of the undeclared variables is always global. Question 11. What are global variables? Answer. In contrast, global variables are the variables that are defined outside of functions. These variables have a global scope, so they can be used by any function without passing them to the function as parameters. Question 12. What do you mean by null in JavaScript? Answer. The null value represents the no value or no object. It can be called as empty value/object. Question 13. How to delete property-specific value? Answer. The delete keyword is used to delete the whole property and all the values at once. Question 14. What is a prompt box? Answer. It is used to display a dialog box with an optional message prompting the user to input some text. It is often used if the user wants to input a value before entering a page. It returns a string containing the text entered by the user, or null. Question 15. What is this keyword in JavaScript? Answer. Functions in JavaScript are essential objects. Like objects, they can be assigned to variables, passed to other functions and returned from functions. And much like objects, they have their own properties. This stores the current execution context of the JavaScript program. Thus, when it used inside a function, the value of this will change depending on how the function is defined, how it is invoked and the default execution context. Question 16. How can you submit a form using JavaScript? Answer. You can use document.form0 submit method to submit the form in JavaScript. Question 17. Explain the working of timers in JavaScript. Also elucidate the drawbacks of using the timer, if any. Answer. Timer is used to execute some specific code at specific time or any small amount of code in repetition. To do that you need to use the function setTimot, setInterval and clearInterval. If JavaScript code set the timer of 2 minutes and when the time's up then the page display an alert message time's up. The setTimeout method calls a function or evaluates an expression after a specified number of milliseconds. Question 18. What is the difference between view state and session state? Answer. View state, it is specific to a single page in a session. Session state, it is user specific that can access all the data in the web pages. Question 19. Does JavaScript support automatic type conversion? Answer. Yes, JavaScript supports automatic type conversion. Question 20. What are all the looping structures in JavaScript? Answer. While loop. A while loop is a control flow statement that allows code to be executed repeatedly based on a given Boolean condition. The while loop can be thought of as a repeating if statement. For loop. A for loop provides a concise way of writing the loop structure. Unlike a while loop, for statement consumes the initialization, condition and increment/decrement in one line, thereby providing a shorter, easy-to-debug structure of looping. Do-while. A do-while loop is similar to while loop with the only difference that it checks the condition after executing the statements, and therefore is an example of exit control loop. Question 21. What is called variable typing in JavaScript? Answer. The variable typing is the type of variable used to store a number and using that same variable to assign a string. Question 22. Explain how to detect the operating system on the client machine. Answer. To detect the operating system on the client machine, one can simply use navigator.app version or navigator.user-agent property. The navigator app version property is a read-only property and it returns the string that represents the version information of the browser. Question 23. What are the types of pop-up boxes available in JavaScript? Answer. There are 3 types of pop boxes available in JavaScript. Alert. Confirm. Prompt. Question 24. What is the difference between an alert box and a confirmation box? Answer. An alert box will display only one button, which is the OK button. It is used to inform the user about the agreement has to agree. But a confirmation box displays 2 buttons, OK and cancel, where the user can decide to agree or not. Question 25. How to convert the string of any base to integer in JavaScript? Answer. In JavaScript, parseInt function is used to convert the string to an integer. This function returns an integer of base which is specified in second argument of parseInt function. The parseInt function returns nan, not a number, when the string doesn't contain number. Question 26. What is the disadvantage of using initml in JavaScript? Answer. There are lots of disadvantages of using the initml in JavaScript, like the content will replace everywhere. If you use plus equals like initml equals initml plus HTML, still the old content is replaced by HTML. It preserves event handlers attached to any DOM elements. Question 27. What is the use of void 0? Answer. The void 0 is used to call another method without refreshing the page. During the calling time, parameter 0 will be passed. Question 28. What are JavaScript cookies? Answer. Cookies are small files that are stored on a user's computer. They are used to hold a modest amount of data specific to a particular client and website and can be accessed either by the web server or by the client computer. When cookies were invented, they were basically little documents containing information about you and your preferences. For instance, when you select your language in which you want to view your website, the website would save the information in a document called a cookie on your computer, and the next time when you visit the website, it would be able to read a cookie saved earlier. Question 29. How to create a cookie using JavaScript? Answer. To create a cookie by using JavaScript, you just need to assign a string value to the document.cookie object. Question 30. How to read a cookie using JavaScript? Answer. The value of the document.cookie is used to create a cookie. Whenever you want to access the cookie, you can use the string. The document.cookie string keep a list of name equals value pairs separated by semicolons, where name is the name of a cookie and the value is its string value. Question 31. How to delete a cookie using JavaScript? Answer. Deleting cookie is much easier than creating or reading a cookie. You just need to set the expires equals pass time and make sure one thing defines the right cookie path, unless few will not allow you to delete the cookie. Question 32. What are escape characters and escape function? Answer. Escape character. This character is required when you want to work with some special characters like single and double quotes, apostrophes and ampersands. All the special character plays an important role in JavaScript. To ignore that or to print that special character, you can use the escape character \\. It will normally ignores and behave like a normal character. Escape function. The escape function takes a string as a parameter and encodes it so that it can be transmitted to any computer in any network which supports ASCII characters. Question 33. Whether JavaScript has a concept level scope? Answer. JavaScript is not concept level scope. It's declared the variable inside any function has scope inside the function. Question 34. Which keywords are used to handle exceptions? Answer. When executing JavaScript code, errors will almost definitely occur. These errors can occur due to the fault from the programmer's side due to the wrong input or even if there is a problem with the logic of the program. But all errors can be solved by using the below commands. The try statement lets you test a block of code to check for errors. The catch statement lets you handle the error if any are present. The throw statement lets you make your own errors. Question 35. What is the use of the blur function? Answer. It is used to remove focus from the selected element. This method starts the blur event, or it can be attached a function to run when a blur event occurs. Question 36. What is the unshift method in JavaScript? Answer. It is used to insert elements in the front of an array. It is like a push method that insert elements at the beginning of the array. Question 37. What is the strict mode in JavaScript and how can it be enabled? Answer. Strict mode is a new feature in ECMAScript 5 that allows you to place a program or a function in a strict operating context. This strict context prevents certain actions from being taken and throws more exceptions. The statement useStrict instructs the browser to use the strict mode, which is a reduced and safer feature set of JavaScript. Question 38. How to get the status of a checkbox? Answer. The DOM input checkbox property is used to set or return the checked status of a checkbox field. This property is used to reflect the HTML checked attribute. Question 39. What is the difference between call and apply methods? Answer. Both methods are used in a different situation. Call method. It calls the method, taking the owner object as argument. The keyword this refers to the owner of the function or the object it belongs to. We can call a method that can be used on different objects. Apply method. The apply method is used to write methods, which can be used on different objects. It is different from the function call because it takes arguments as an array. Question 40. How to target a particular frame from a hyperlink in JavaScript? Answer. This can be done by using the target attribute in the hyperlink. Question 41. Write the errors shown in JavaScript. Answer. There are 3 different types of errors in JavaScript. Syntax error, A syntax error is an error in the syntax of a sequence of characters or tokens that are intended to be written in a particular programming language. Logical error. It is the most difficult error to be traced as it is the error on the logical part of the coding, or logical error is a bug in a program that causes to operate incorrectly and terminate abnormally. Runtime error. A runtime error is an error that occurs during the running of the program, also known as the exceptions. Question 42. What is the difference between JavaScript and JavaScript? Answer. JavaScript. It is a scripting language developed by Netscape. It is used to design the client and server-side applications. It is completely independent of Java language. JavaScript. It is a scripting language developed by Microsoft. It is used to design active online content for World Wide Web. Question 43. What does var_my_array equals statement declares? Answer. In JavaScript, this statement is used to declare a two-dimensional array. Question 44. How many ways an HTML element can be accessed in a JavaScript code? Answer. There are 4 possible ways to access HTML element in JavaScript, which are: getElement by id method. It is used to get the element by its id name. getElements by class method. It is used to get all the elements that have the given class name. getElements by tag name method. It is used to get all the elements that have the given tag name. Query selector method. This function takes CSS style selector and returns the first selected element. Question 45. What is the difference between innerHTML and inner text? Answer. The inner text property sets or returns the text content as plain text of the specified node and all its descendants, whereas the innerHTML property sets or returns the plain text or HTML contents in the elements. Unlike inner text, inner HTML lets you work with HTML-rich text and doesn't automatically encode/undecode text. Question 46. What is an event bubbling in JavaScript? Answer. Consider a situation an element is present inside another element and both of them handle an event. When an event occurs in bubbling, the innermost element handles the event first, then outer, and so on. Question 47. How are JavaScript and ECMAScript related? Answer. The JavaScript is the main language that has to maintain some rules and regulation, that is ECMAScript. That rules also bring new features for the language JavaScript. Question 48. How to use any browser for debugging? Answer. By pressing the F12 we can trigger the debugging mode of any browser and can view the result by tapping the console. Thanks for watching us and subscribe for more if you like our content.
खत्म।